So Botanix has made a number of achievements since we listed back in July. Really the whole point of the Botanix first 12 months is around finishing the manufacturing of our first product, treatment for acne, and then moving very quickly through the preclinical studies and into the first human studies within that first 12-month period. So in the last 5 months, we've been able to manufacture the product that we're going to use in those clinical studies. We've undertaken a lot of the testing that's required. We've also secured a manufacturing facility with the appropriate DEA licensing, and we've been able to secure a clinical site here in Australia that will be undertaking those first studies in the first half of 2017. We've also been pretty fortunate to attract to the company a number of new folks who've joined us with great experience in the dermatology area, both in manufacturing and in clinical development, but also with great experience in developing and marketing these sorts of products in the medical dermatology market. So we announced today the results from the first Permatrex human study, and we're very pleased to say that those results were fantastic. Essentially what those study results told us was that Permatrex provides very minimal or weak irritation potential. So just to give you some context about the study and why we were doing it in the first place, we have to test both the drug delivery device, Permatrex, as well as the Permatrex technology alongside synthetic cannabidiol as part of our drug development process. And what we chose to do was to try and separate both of those things such that we know if there is an issue with irritation or with safety, whether it's the Permatrex vehicle that is providing that issue or whether it's the drug that's providing that issue. So we bifurcated that study program, and over the last month we conducted a study in the United States with a number of healthy volunteers where we applied the Permatrex vehicle to their skin in the same spot over and over again over a number of days, so for over 14 days. That study compared Permatrex with something else which was highly irritating and something else that is not very irritating at all. And so the conclusion of that study was that Permatrex provides about the irritation that just applying anything to your skin would. So weak or minimal irritation is the terminology that's used. So that gives us great confidence going into the phase 1 study, and certainly de-risks that phase 1 study substantially because we already know that with respect to cannabidiol, that drug has been dosed at very high doses orally in children with epilepsy up to 5 grams. So by removing part of the risk associated with the vehicle or the formulation technology, now the remaining risk is around the safety and toxicity of the actual drug that we're delivering. So we're very pleased with these results. It represents a great milestone. It also de-risks a lot of the other products that we have coming through the pipeline. So we're using Permatrex for other products in psoriasis and atopic dermatitis. But we're also looking to use the technology to deliver other already approved drugs across the whole range of skin diseases. So it's great, we're very pleased, and we look forward to developing the next human data associated with the combination with the drug in the first half of next year. So there are a number of milestones that we're expecting to achieve in 2017. Obviously the key one is the commencement of our clinical studies with BTX 1503, our first treatment for acne. And so in the first half of next year, we expect to commence the phase 1A study, which is the safety and the pharmacokinetic study for BTX 1503. And essentially what that study tells us is that the product that we've created is safe. We understand how much of the drug is actually getting into the body. And it also gives us some idea about how high we can push the dose for the eventual treatment of acne patients. We also aim to commence our phase 1B study for BTX 1503, which will be a study in actual acne patients. So it's designed as a pilot study. It's designed to give us an initial efficacy signal that supports and provides confidence going into our later phase 2 studies. So really the whole point of what we are doing in 2017 is de-risking the BTX 1503 project by generating that safety and that initial efficacy data. And we'll kick those studies off in the first half of 2017. Obviously report that data as quickly as we can after completion of those studies, and then move very quickly at the end of the year to prepare for those pivotal phase 2 studies as well. In the background, we're also continuing to build the pipeline using the Permatrex technology. So we have other products that are in development using synthetic cannabidiol for psoriasis and atopic dermatitis. And we've got a number of other products that we're beginning to work on that leverage the Permatrex delivery technology, but potentially can be introduced into the market and developed much more quickly than the traditional FDA approval process.